young people take away the positive experiences that we've provided for them, life skills, resilience, how to build positive relationships, how to be able to manage their, emotions, identify triggers. I just hope they bring away that it was a really positive experience, even though, like we said earlier, it can seem very negative for them to go into a caring environment being taken away from their family home. But once they're older and in reflection, to think, actually, that was a fantastic time in my life. I was cared for, I was happy, I was safe, I was nurtured, advocated for. I hope that they look back and see it as positive.
I think just the memories that they've had, because a lot of the young people have had a lot of first experiences here. So one of the young people went on holiday for the first time, a lot, like just small things like getting their provisional license, and I hope that those memories stay with them even though, they'll be in the adult world. Just thinking about what we've taught them, supported them with school and applications, things that, children who are like 16 do themselves, like their driving license. So things that their like parents or their family members would normally support them with, I hope they just feel that they've still got that from us.
Yeah.
As much as, we're not related to them, I hope they still feel that comfort from us, and
there wasn't missing anything,
and that they felt loved, and they were pushed to do everything, and they never felt lonely, and they can always just speak to us about anything. And
I hope young person find in the future a decent job, finish education, maybe enroll to college or have own accommodation, and become independent. Maybe they have a family, create own family, child, look after own child. And what the experience gave it to them, they can bring back to their child.
Yeah.
But there is a famous saying, isn't there, that you forget what people say, but you never forget how people made you feel. So I just hope that they felt like loved as much as they can be and supported as much as they can be in an environment that was so uncertain for them.
And I think when they go on to, like Gulliv said, have their own families and partners, that they can show what we've taught them, and they can pass that on to them, their own kids, and provide that support and not feel like they're triggered by their own experiences or what happened to them as children, but they can show what we've given them and being able to love. I think it's important that the young people have their own space. So even if they are struggling to manage their emotions, that they have their, if they feel like their safe haven is their bedroom, that they feel comfortable in there, or even if they want to speak to staff, like being approachable to the young people, allowing them, always having a smile on your face, or, if they're showing certain behaviors, not showing that you're not judging them, so you're always there to support them and they're able to speak to you. I think it's important giving them that chance to speak exactly how they feel, and what they're going through, or anything that, any disclosures. They might feel like they need to be around someone to make them feel safe. So again, building that safe environment for them so they can share whatever they feel, good things, not necessarily good things, or things that they've remembered, anything like trauma related. They can feel that they're not going to be judged, not going to be felt, they're not going to feel unsafe. And
I think being available and present in that moment. I know that we have like the young people's chats on a Sunday, and we have individual sessions, key work sessions, and we have key workers. Being available, like you said, 24/7, being present in that moment, available, and the young people to feel that they're listened to and they're heard.
I think as well, just with the young people, even though we may not be able to relate to their situation or what they've been through, just allowing them to be heard. And we are all human, so we all do feel certain emotions. So if they're struggling to manage their emotions, you could say it's like, well, this is how I do it, or this is how this person does it, and that's okay. Allowing them to understand that everything will be okay. But again, just giving them that guidance that it's not just yourself that have been through things like, you know, and again, just supporting them and making them feel heard, I think is the main thing. I think at first it can be quite daunting, just because of what you could be walking into. But I think if you're actually passionate about it, of making a change, then I don't think it's a problem.
No.
I just think just go for it. I just started as an RSW, and I think within a few months I progressed to a senior, and it's not that I didn't expect it, but because I had not had the previous experience, but the hard work that I shown.
It was identified that you was a person to be in that position, which is good for you as well, because you know that you've grown and developed within the role in a short period of time. Yeah, even like myself, I started late 2019 November. By 2022, and I had a year's off maternity, I was promoted to registered manager, and I had another year off for another maternity, and I came back and I was promoted again and to the solo placement. So there is, and I was recruited as a deputy manager, so there is a lot of progression, there's a lot of opportunities to be able to grow and develop. If you want a professional career, it's definitely there across the board. The company is always expanding. There's always, new homes opening, new positions available. So I think if someone does want to progress professionally, then this is definitely the company that they should come for.
I was put onto my level 4, working towards my level 4 in residential care. So that was be provided by an external company that provides you with different workshops, online training, and it's good because even though you're at work, you're still learning as well.
Yeah.
So the company put me on that as soon as I passed my probation. Again, it was funded, and it just allowed me to work towards something. Obviously, I'd left education when I was 18. So it was nice to be working towards something that I was also had to do with my career as well.
Yeah.
And it provides you with all the knowledge and the skills to be able to do the role. I know that they, when I was in the deputy manager position, once I passed my probation in 2019, the company enrolled me onto my level 5 leadership and management, which was fully funded, which was amazing, and that course was really, really helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's good for me in this position as well, because I'm constantly, doing supervisions and doing team meetings. On Clear Care, I'm constantly looking at the staff's progression and progress within their writing skills, how they communicate with the young people, and then develop them into the senior roles and the deputy roles. I've constantly got my eyes out looking at, you could be in this role, you could be in that role.
I think with Gracebridge, they also provide ongoing training, which could be face-to-face. So I know every year, if you feel like you need a refresher, they'll provide that at one of the homes or one of the community centres. And again, even though we are in the job day to day, it's still good to take a moment to think of things that you can always work on, or things that you may be struggling in.
Just refresh the knowledge.
Just to refresh the knowledge.
Because you can become complacent.
Yeah,
can't you?
definitely.
So I would hope that the young people would say that we was very supportive, that we was caring and nurturing. We provided them with, really positive, happy memories while they was here. Built on their interests and supported their cultural needs, and that we was diverse. And I just hope that they look back and they would say to me, like, I felt that was such a positive experience, even though it was so uncertain and the path was so unclear, that we made it such a positive experience for them. I hope that they would come back and thank me and say, thank you for being that light in such a dark tunnel. I wish that's what they would say.
Yeah. I just hope that they just feel supported, that they were supported, and that every opportunity they had, staff was standing behind them and always pushing them to do their best.
Yeah.